We want to talk about Sparklines. All right, so look at this data you have here, these numbers you have here. Okay, so if you want to quickly see the trends, how these numbers vary, right? So that's where you need something called Sparkline. And how do you get it? Select a cell below those numbers. Select a cell below those numbers. Come to insert. All right, come to insert. You will see this place, this segment called Sparklines. Sparklines. I will just click on this line. So now it's asking me to select the data range. It's asking me to select the data range. So the data range is from here, then I'll select to this place, and I will hit enter. So this is what we call Sparkline. I said this thing is called Sparkline, and it's a way to quickly see how your data vary, like just a quick check how the data vary. Okay, so this line you are seeing is answering to this data here. So then come to insert and then come to Sparkline here. So it's also part of visualization, and click on this line, right? When you click on line, so there will be a pop-up here that will say create Sparklines. It's asking you a question, create Sparklines, choose the data you want. So it's asking you to select the range of the data you want. Okay, so since I want this range, I will select the first one, hold my shift button, and use my down arrow to select the remaining. And when I am done, I will just click on OK. And Excel will create a Sparkline for me for this data. Right. Then there are some things you can do on the Sparkline as well. I can change the line to a column by clicking on this. Now, mind you, note this, that as you have, if you click on a Sparkline, the Sparkline tab will appear here. The Sparkline tab will appear here, so that you'll be able to do one or two editing on the Sparkline. So if I click in another place, see, it has disappeared. But if I click on it, the tab will appear here. So if I click on the tab, I can change the line to column by clicking on this. Okay. So this one is a quick view of what I have here. All right. So, and you can see different options, different colors you can choose for your columns. The same thing is applicable to lines as well. All right. So the same thing is applicable. Then at this point, you can also change the color of the Sparkline from here. Now, before I go too far, let me quickly explain to you something. That in Excel, there are two groups of colors. As you can see here, we have the theme colors, and then we have the standard colors. The standard colors don't change. They are always like this, from dark red to what color is this? Is it pink or violet or whatever you call it? All right, so from this to this, these are standard, but theme colors can change. You can change the theme color, and I'll show you how to change the theme color. This is how you do it. If you want to change your theme color, click on page layout, the tab called page layout. Once you click on that, you'll see themes here. So if you click this drop down, these are different themes. Different themes you can select for your Excel. But for me, I'm using the defaults. That's why my own is like this. I'm using the default. So, and the theme also affects your text. All right, you can see that the numbers are changing. They are changing fonts and so on and so forth. So I'm not going to change my theme. All right, so then number two, there's another thing I want to show you in Sparkline. All right, you can, on this show segment, you can select the high point. And if you watch the Sparkline, let me expand it a bit for you to see. If you watch the Sparkline, let me uncheck. So if I click on high point, this thing is showing me the highest points of that spark line, okay, which it corresponds to a particular value here. Then this one is the low point, all right. Negative point. I don't think we have any negative points on this spark line. And this one is your markers. So that is that about spark line. That's that about spark line.